I'm Chelsie Hall, the founder and CEO of ViralMoment, and we help brands understand what is happening in social video so that they can understand their audiences, sell better product and more product, and be amazing entertainment companies. I think for me, starting ViralMoment, I was passionate about the work and the product and my users and customers, and all of the operations back end was a major time suck. I wasn't doing it well, and it was ending up costing me money, time, and just the opportunity cost that I was spending on the back end was way too high. So I recognized I needed Levy to come in and help me unlock my superpowers by taking over parts of the business that I wasn't very good at. At the end of the day, it's just making sure that my business is running effectively and efficiently and that my back office can crush it, whether that's insurance needs or regulation needs, and making sure that our accounting is in place and has best-in-class systems set up. Levy's helps me with all of that. Levy saves me about 8 to 10 hours a week, I would expect, but even more importantly than the time saved, it's the things that I would do wrong. There might be 8 to 10 hours a week of grinding work that I would do, but if I set up an accounting system wrong, or for a while I had the wrong insurance for part of my company, the time and financial cost to go back and fix those mistakes or do things right was even a bigger impact in time and cost savings. So that 10 hours a week is important, but there's an even bigger number that I associate with the value I get from Levy, and that's the cost of me not knowing how to run best-in-class operations, and me as a small startup having the ability to have that for my team has been really valuable. So originally when I first started ViralMoment, I was doing it all myself. The alternative was my time and energy, and the opportunity cost of that was incredibly high. There were weeks I spent almost all of my time doing, figuring out back-end things. I started in my journey to bring on other contractors to do pieces of it. And so I'd have different contractors doing different pieces of my back end or helping to support me with that. But even with that, I wasn't sure that I was getting best-in-class work, and I would still go back and find, things like we had the wrong insurance set up, or we weren't set up appropriately in New York. So as my business began to have more and more complexity, I saw that I did need a centralized, organized system that was best-in-class. So just being able to have a stack that I know will keep my business safe, that's been huge, because before, when I had piecemeal solutions that were divided between my own time and other contractors that I brought in, we weren't getting that. It just frees me up. At the end of the day, that's really what it does for me. That's the value prop. I have my time back to do the value-adding things in my business. So it is the context switching, the time I wouldn't spend working with my customers or driving my product towards product market fit. That's what Levy buys back for me. So for me, the thing about being in a startup is it's a journey. We're growing and we're always changing. So that's why for me, we're always let me start over. As a startup, we're always growing and changing. We're getting increasing degrees of complexity as we onboard new clients, new hires. Now I have hires across multiple states. I have clients all around the world. We're onboarding new partners. And with each new stage of growth in my business comes new operational complexity. So maybe you can get set up well at a stage, but I believe that as a startup, you're blasting through those stages and you're blasting through them fast. So I appreciate having that continued partnership and support. I feel like my business is safe with Levy, and I don't need to worry if I'm set up right in the state of New York, or if I'm got the right workers' comp insurance, or if my employees are being taken care of appropriately. I know that we're running things well, and that to me is so important as an entrepreneur. Gets me a little extra sleep at night. I think it depends on the startup founder and their journey and their company. If a startup has a degree of simplicity that, enables them to feel like their back end is all right, then like power to you as a founder. That's awesome. For us, we're a fully remote team across multiple states with customers around the globe. And I'm a first-time founder who is growing fast and changing fast and evolving quickly. And I would say anyone else in my stage should be using a solution like Levy. It'll buy you time back, and it'll buy you back a lot of peace of mind. I would say any startup that's using a lot of contractors or using any contractors, hiring employees, doing business with multiple companies or different types of companies can benefit from something like this, because you're doing business, and it's like the E-Myth, doing business, you're passionate about your product. You're probably not passionate about administration and operations and running back end. So for founders who want to do what they love, I'd say whatever that thing you love is, outsource the stability element of the back office. I think at the end of the day, ViralMoment is growing as a business, and I have time to spend with my customers and on making my product better and on making sure that my employees are happy. And that's because I don't spend all that time on the back office. So that's why I love Levy.